It's not
All
opening.
right.
I don't know what's
So
wrong
we
with
got
my
our
internet.
buddy team, Jay, Nelly, and Isaac. Well, do you think it could possibly have anything to do with the Hangout? Usually
No,
it doesn't.
it's there. So let me
Oh, yeah,
link
there, I
it
see you.
to our Americas, okay?
Awesome. And one of the things I do to make it
Okay.
easier is the top of our Americas doc. If you go to that doc, it has
Yep.
the link. You just copy and paste it, so it's really fast.
Okay, let me just link that. Okay, so it's going to be today is Monday. Monday, April 24. So this one. Okay, so what it is. It's a real link.
Nice. All right, just getting everything set up here. So, oh, I don't see it on mine.
Oh, hold on, let me. You don't see it?
Here, can you see my screen?
Give me just one. Yes, yeah. I see your screen.
So right now, this is what today's doc looks like this.
Yep.
So if I go to, I believe I can go over here. So I go to here and I go to the Americas team, or the Americas network. And then I go to the Andromeda team. And like we need to update the name here. So this is the Andromeda super team. All right. And I would go to, so here we want to link.
Oh, is that I put it outside. Give me just 1 second. Let me put it there. Okay.
Put it outside? Huh?
Yeah. Teams. Andromeda. I don't know. Give me just 1 second. Monday, April 4th. Body team day. Okay, body team. Okay, Andromeda.
So,
okay, it's ready.
What's ready?
Yeah.
What's ready?
It should be there.
What should we wear?
The link to the meeting today.
Well, I'm at the meeting for today.
Yeah, but it should be linked already to America's network, main dog, and Andromeda Super Team.
Oh, perfect. That's awesome. Perfect. Yeah, exactly. So that's good. So then if we scroll down here to the buddy teams, Jay, Isaac, and Nelly, it looks like we already have one here. So
yeah.
So we can just open that. And then we just copy and paste to here as well. So the last time that me and you and Isaac met was Tuesday, April 18th. So that's pretty cool. And this is now the Andromeda team. And so our meeting here, we would also put our, so this would be buddy team there. Boom. Perfect. And so for here, I would just copy this and I would just paste it into our buddy team like that. And then that's done as well. Cool. All right. So hopefully it shows up, but we'll have to redo all that. So we don't need to worry about too much. We have it linked now. Yep. Okay. So I think where everything's more or less set up. As far as like just the document setting up and everything. So we'll keep, as we practice, we'll get better and better and better at that. So let's see, priorities. Yes. So we want to set up the documents and linking. So this is pretty good. Cool. So I don't know what to do about James. Question, James. And then we're just, waiting on Isaac. So I'm not sure about James, but one next step is to really think about, written communications. Like we gotta have clear public written communications work. So
do we know anything about Asana? Who was going to set that up?
Well, that would not be Asana. Asana's for project management.
Yeah. But well, it's always I used to use it to keep close to the team, to know, like we use it like Slack.
Yeah, well, the goal for written public communications is kind of like the Hangout. Like the Hangout's totally open and public. Anyone can jump on this Hangout by just clicking a link, right? The problem with Slack and Asana is they're both private. They're not public communication channels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need a public, like one option I'm looking into is IRC chat, I think that's it. IRC. Internet Relay Chat is an application layer protocol of facilitates communication in the form of text. The chat process works client server network model. IRC client programs user method web IRC. So I think this could be a really good option for us.
Okay.
So we need to look into that, but let's not worry too much about it right now. But just for that's a next step. The next steps are things that basically we don't focus on now, but that we don't want to forget them. Okay, so from there we do. So from here, oh, it's actually kind of exciting because today the goal is to really dive in a little bit more. So focus on, so mainly I think we should dive into client work, right? I think we're ready. So there's 3 things here. Well, there's 4. There's 4 things here. There's current value tracking, value contribution valuations. This is value squared. And just so you know, value squared is when you are issuing value based on the value that you put on something. So it's 2 levels of value. And then there's past value tracking. So I think these 3 things we can go through, which would be great. And then other priorities that I have on my list that are important to note.
Okay.
All this stuff. So I need to do this. Travel, accommodations, finances, legal. All right, so that looks excellent. Oh, and the other good news from the weekend that I can update on is that I have been appointed as treasurer of the Econaut Partnership. So
what's that?
Well, the Econaut Partnership is the organization that pays us the money, right? So the actual Bitcoins that we're getting paid are directly from the Econaut Partnership. And so now what that means is me being treasurer means that, you know, basically I can pay ourselves. You know, we don't have to worry about getting paid anymore. You know, we have a direct access and link to the funds. So
to the pay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't actually have access yet,
good.
But I will have access. But that also means that the Econaut Partnership is now basically part of our, you know, I mean, they already were part of our external network, but they basically, you know, meet all the qualifications of like being part of the EPCON community network. I mean, we basically fully work with all of their systems. I mean, there's nothing that they're totally reliant on us. Is basically what it comes down to. Okay, so let's start here. Current value tracking. Okay. So I had some cool updates on this. So let's go down here. Go to line. So so we're doing EXA. This is all EXA. So EXA client work. So current value tracking. So the first thing is that all this value tracking in general. So value tracking in general, we talked a little bit about value tracking within our organization. We'll go back to it, you know, and then let's put that as the next step. So from here, we want to do Andromeda team setup, right? So we're going to do our own value tracking and equity spreadsheets. That'll be good. So in general, value tracking is mainly like time and contributions, right? Including, and we call them deliverables. So an example of a deliverable is, well, I guess it's not a good example. I'll skip that. Okay, so let's go on to the link. So if I pull up this thing here, so this is the This is the EXA Mo main doc, and Mo, by the way, stands for multi-organizational entity. We are also a well, we're actually a network. We go beyond a multi-organizational entity, but we also have Mo's too. So we're a network of many organizations. And so I'm going to go down to the projects, and we're going to go to project value tracking. So this is the value. This is the value tracking, the EXA value tracking project doc. Okay. So if I click on this, well, here actually I'm going to click on it over here to keep things organized because I have too many things open. All right. So if I click on here, we're now inside EXA, and you can always tell you're inside EXA because the links that are up here, right, say EXA. So links to EXA. So even though it says value tracking doc, right, it's still, you know, it's the EXA one. So you know, the FQN Community Network one would also just say value tracking doc, but up here it would say FQN Community. Yeah, it would say FQN Community Network instead of EXA. So the purpose of the value tracking team is, it doesn't mean much responsible. So it's responsible for all aspects of tracking value related to tokens, equity, backpay, convertible notes, anything related to value distribution. Okay. We had a few meetings, but it's okay. So current estimated token report. So a couple things in here is that we have this new form. So I'll come back over here. So the current value tracking is based on weekly. It's called a simple tracking form. It's contribution, simple contribution tracking form. And there's a couple different links here. One is the link to fill out the form, right? Then we have the link to see results, and then we also have the spreadsheet results. Okay. So let's get this all linked. So the first part would be here. So this is the actual editable form. So if I said, let's link the fill form, this would be the link to edit the form, and this is shared only. Like you can't access it unless you've been invited. All right. So then the next link is the spreadsheet. So this is the simple form responses, and so everyone has access to that. So this would be the spreadsheet results. Boom and boom, and then we might as well just get the link to fill out the form as well since we're on it. Here we go, send and link. Cool. All right, boom. So those are the main links, and so I'm going to also put this not just on our notes, but also in the value tracking here at the top. So this is the weekly simple contribution tracking form. Okay. All right. So if we open up the results in the spreadsheet, what you're going to see here is that we have a bunch of results. Some from, well, this first one just a test, so we can ignore that. But so we have, you know, all of these from the 21st, and then these ones are from the 24th. These three. Okay. So this is excellent. We're excited that people are taking this seriously and starting to do it. So then the next step is here is this. So if I come back to our notes, 13. So the next step is to actually log this. So the way that it works is that, you know, we're responsible. So our responsibility is to make sure everyone fills out the form and sends us their tracking data, right? Actually, let's just do it like this. So this is one. And then our second responsibility is to input that data into the
database?
The value tracking ledger. We have to actually track it, right? So we want to make sure everyone fills it out, and then we want to make sure everyone actually track it. And then the last thing is that, you know, to help coordinate value squared or deliverables. Okay. So this can all be done on 3 additional spreadsheets. Okay. So the first spreadsheet I already set up. So this is the weekly tracking manual log, right? So this is all going to go over here, right here. Okay. So, and this is all part of weekly tracking. So the weekly tracking manual log is this one right here. So,
weekly tracking check.
So for example, if I go here, here's the name of all the people so far that have filled out the form. So we can go here, make sure they're all listed. And actually, I'm going to reverse this. This is going to be cut and paste. So I sent out the announcement, and Isaac's also going to be helping with this with the bot. So it's going to automatically send out an announcement on Fridays, right? Thursday nights, Friday mornings, right? And then we want everybody to fill it out right away on Fridays. But people who don't fill it out on Fridays, on Mondays, we have to send them a personal message, right?
Okay.
So basically, so there's actually another step here. This would be like Monday, did we send message, question mark, yes, no, yes, / no. Monday, April 24th. All right, so basically what you have here is, this is the original announcement, and then some people just fill it out directly from the original announcement. And these are all these people. So yes, 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 and yes, and yes, and yes.
So all of them send it?
All of these people, right? And then this one was a no, 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 right?
Okay.
So then here, none of this is applicable. Wait, so we didn't send them a message, so this is not applicable. For all the people. Wait, no, this is a yes. So Excel I have twice. So let's delete this one so that we don't confuse ourselves. Delete. Okay, so this is a yes, yes, and yes. And then this is also a yes, yes, and yes. Okay. So all of these people who already filled it out, it's like they already did it, done, right? No problem. Cool. So now the next step here is actually getting the full list. So what we need here now is basically the list of the core team members. So if I go back here and I go to personnel, this has all the people here. So Excel, Tere, Pecco, Jorge. So we can add Jorge here. Jorge, and he was a no and a yes. And we're still waiting, right? So this is kind of like hello. From here we do that. Here we go. Jorge Hadi Alpin. So Alpin's not on here. Alpin. So he was a no, a yes, and a.
So we have to check each one, right?
Yeah. So basically, we're trying to determine who hasn't filled it out. So these people haven't filled it out yet.
Okay.
So the next one, Jorge Hadi Alpin, Karina. Karina, we're not really expecting her to fill it out because she's kind of MIA. Karina, basically MIA, so whatever. All right, so then we have Karina. Anna, we're also she's MIA. Anna is also MIA.
What's an MIA?
Missing action, we just haven't heard from her for a while. But we can still request to her to fill it out. Zachary. So Zachary is kind of a special, well, not really special, but I help him fill it out as well. So Zachary and Zachary J, right? So this is a no, no, but then this is also a no, and a no. So these two are also yellow, right? So we need to send a message to everybody.
Mhm.
All right, who else we got here? Whoops. So Zachary, Vienna. So Vienna is a no, and I believe this is a yes and a blank. Myself, Andrew, Eric, Sky, Joel, George, Laura. So George. Let's just say no for all of these. No, no. And I can double check to see if I sent the message, and then Isaac would also be. So for now, me and Isaac, like your role will be helping out with this process of we just need to find out who needs to be sent a message, right?
And send it.
And then you know, me and Isaac will be sending the messages because Isaac is the liaison.
Okay.
Right? So then from there, if they don't send the message, like, okay, so remember this is a multi-day thing. So Friday we do the announcement and the bot. It's just automatic. Right? Then on Monday, we're gonna send an additional message and a reminder. This is basically a reminder, right? Then it's like, okay, did they fill it out after the message? You know, so this is like from message, right? If that's a no, then the next day we're gonna need to do basically an email follow-up, and you can help out with the email follow-up and stuff like that. Right? Yeah. Cool. So let's see. So let me see if I sent Vienna.
So are you going to send the message through a Slack?
Yes, the messages will be through Slack.
Okay.
Yeah. So Vienna is a no and a no. So I did not send a message to Vienna. Okay, so we'll get to that. Okay, so let's keep finishing everybody. So, oops, wrong one. All right, so then we have Vienna George. Did I put George in here? Yes. Okay, so George is a no and a no. All right. And I think that's everybody, but let me double check. So, George, Laura, George, Sky, Andrew, Vienna, Michelle, Laura, Daniel, Jason, Sarah, George, Scott. Cool. So, yeah, I mean, I can't think of anybody else. Let me just double check on the Slack.
So I have one question. Let me check. So I have to go to Issac.
Well, you would just go,
and then
you would actually just go to like, we're gonna have, like, this will be a project. So this is gonna be a responsibility, and we're gonna give it a name. So the name of the responsibility could be like you know,
personnel
tracking, weekly exit tracking, right? So this would be worker tracking.
Okay.
Our core, let's say core team contribution tracking. Oh, look, that's Jorge.
Jorge.
I know, how cool is that? Hi, Jorge. Me and Nelly are here. Hi, Cabrera. I hope you're going to get my mail. Yeah, I'm good. I just got here. Where? Here. Cool. Would you like to join us? Sure, cool. All right, so the first thing I want to do is add him to our Andromeda super team. Since if he wants to reactivate, so we go up here. Jorge. Cool. And then we want to send him this link for the meeting doc. So Welcome back, Jorge. Here is the meeting doc and the link to the Hangout. You can get on the Hangout via localhost. Cool. So that changes up this. Like maybe it'll be a double meeting with Jorge.
Good.
Although we need to see Isaac first. Isaac is not here. Okay, cool. So this is excellent. So we have all of the people. So basically, we're probably going to want to make a doc for this, right? So who's responsible for this? So basically, want a doc to coordinate this responsibility, which will have all of the links. So all of these links should be at that doc for your responsibility. And
yes,
then, so who's involved?
I was
with this?
thinking
Jay,
exactly that.
Yeah, so Jay's involved with this. So you can make that doc right now. So it'll be Jay, Nelly, Isaac, all have roles. So the three of us would be able to do this. But this is only one component of value tracking. Okay, cool. So George is a no and a no. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and send private messages to all these people. Oh, look at that. We got Jorge. Excellent. Can you see my screen? Hi, Jorge. Can you hear us?
Hi, Jorge.
Hi, guys. How are you doing?
Oh, there we go. We can hear you. Pretty good. Yeah, we want a full check-in from you. Can you guys see my screen, or you guys see me? Or what?
Yes, we see you.
Let me try it.
Yeah, I can see your screen as well.
There we go. That's better. Okay. Jorge.
Yeah, now we see your screen.
Cool. How's it going, Jorge? It's been a little while.
Well, it's not as good as I wanted to, but it's okay. I'm just going through some procedures because they have to scrap some skin from my face and then laser my face and then cover it with a cream. And so it's gonna take a while since I have my face back again. Well, I'm doing fine.
What kind of accident did you get in? Like, what happened?
Well, it was a dog because a dog tried to attack my two dogs, and yeah, so I had to step in, and the dog was not wearing like the muzzle. Yeah, so he bit me twice in the face, so I got three cuts on my face. One was very, very deep, and the other two were like not that deep, but even though they were bad. So yeah, I had to go to the not like a plastic surgeon, but a dermatologist because my girlfriend knows a lot about this. So yeah, we went there and they said, okay, we need to start like scrapping skin, and it's like what is that, dermo operation, something like that. So I'm on a treatment right now. I cannot get a lot of sun.
Yep. Oh wow.
Wow.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, it's okay. That's why, because I had to go every single day because they have to change the like they place some tissues over there and they have to change them and then pass like a laser light on the skin as well, so it will regenerate again.
I hope you get better.
Thank you.
Hey Jorge, nice seeing you again. Hi everyone.
Hi Isaac, how you doing?
Hi Isaac.
Hi. Sorry I got caught up in a meeting.
Great. How are you doing, Isaac? It's great to have you back, Jorge. Yeah. I'm sure you will get better and you'll all heal up. So it's good. And we're glad that you are, back here collaborating.
Thank you. I will.
Nice. And just, always keep in mind, like, where you're at. If you need extra time or whatever, let us know. No problem. And Isaac, why don't you check in?
Okay. Hi guys. It was a great weekend. I got to spend time with the new family member. I still don't have a name yet. Well, we have like a temporary name for now. I don't know. It's kind of difficult it's gonna be kind of difficult for Jay to understand because it's not as good in Spanish. But his name is Stupidin.
Stupidin.
Yeah. So when people ask me who's that, no, he's Stupidin, right? No, you know what?
Yeah.
We're still thinking about naming him. It's either gonna be Max or Mac. You know that guy. I mean what was the name for this? Die Hard. What was the name? Mac.
Mac.
Yeah. So that's probably how we're gonna name it. We don't know yet. Still young, but it was good. What else? I cooked some teppanyaki. Oh, by the way, I love to cook. So if we ever get together around, I'd love to cook for you guys.
Thanks.
And I guess that's it.
Nice, Jorge. You got to see the pictures of the doggy that we're talking about.
Yeah. Actually, I saw this. It's brown and white, right?
Yeah. He's just adorable.
Yeah, I saw them.
Excellent. Cool. All right. Well, so we have two things to do real quickly. And then we will get right back into where me and Nelly just left off. We've been going at it for almost an hour now.
Yes.
So basically, the first thing we want to do is to do kind of like a broad update for Jorge. So Jorge basically needs updated on the last week. And then we're going to quickly do, guys, get you guys up to speed on what's going on with mainly the EXA tasks, right? So we'll start talking about that, and then we'll get into moving forward back to where me and Nelly were, which is on this value tracking. We're talking about value tracking. Awesome. Oh, and before we do any of that, let's just sort of take a step back real quick for setting up. What is our time frame for today? The sooner that we can finish up, the better. So for me, 1 hour is ideal. What about you guys?
How about 1 to an hour and a half?
Yeah, me too.
I have all afternoon.
All afternoon. Cool. So I might be able to jump back on later too. All right. So Jorge says an hour and a half too. Okay, cool. So does anyone want to do some timekeeping at all?
Sure.
I got a clock here.
Okay, so put 9 Jorge. So basically, like every 5 minutes, so when we start a topic, if it lasts more than 5 minutes, just give us a reminder. And then at 2 o'clock, we want to start wrapping up. So so this will be 3 p.m. America's time. We start wrapping up. So you want to remind us to start wrapping up at that point. And then we want to be done by, 3:30.
All right, every 5 minutes?
It's not really every 5 minutes. It would be when we start a topic to remind us once it's gotten to 5 minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just start my.
Yeah. So if we finish a topic within 5 minutes, then you restart the clock and we add for the next topic. Does that make sense?
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So Nelly and Jorge, you guys can help with timing. So first, we're just going to do a broad update. The first update for you, Jorge, is that we our new team name is the Andromeda Super Team. Yeah. So the Andromeda Team is our team name for now. How does that sound for you? Do you think that's pretty cool?
All right.
Yeah. So so that's the name of the team. Over the last week, Oh, and Isaac's helping with notes. That's good. Excellent. So over the last week, we have been doing, a lot of training, primarily training and getting everything set up internally with the system for how our team functions with the Andromeda team. And so you missed some of that training. You're welcome to go review some of the videos or the notes of some of it if you'd like to. Also, as we go through things, just ask us questions. If we miss something, and we can, go through it with you. And also, if me and you want to schedule a session sometime, we can get in more detail. But over time, you'll figure it all out. It's just ask questions as needed, and you'll be good. Okay.
Okay.
And then from there, we are just beginning to get into the actual tasks and doing the work of supporting the client. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, which is exciting, and we're just starting with the value tracking today. Isaac and Nelly, do you guys want to kind of help a little bit, update Jorge on what happened last week?
Sure. Okay. Like, you want me to explain what we did last week?
Yeah, I mean, I gave an overview, but
what we discussed.
What we were talking about, or
yeah, just like a minute on sort of summarizing how it was for you last week.
Okay.
What?
Okay, but last week we were talking about how we were gonna, delegate the task, who's good at what, and the times that we're gonna be. The times that we're gonna be working. The amount of budget that we have for the project for this client. We've also checked on what else?
We also discussed about that we are willing to do all the job between us, and right now we are not looking to incorporate a new person to the team.
Which I do have an update on
We're still
that.
the same people on the team.
Yeah. So we are going to. So the ones that we are right now on the team, we are the ones who are going to do like all the tasks.
Well, I mean, that's not 100% true. Just because it's just as long as we can fit in the budget. There are other people that are involved, but as far as the Andromeda team, we agreed that we didn't need to reduce the budget in order to meet the demands of the tasks, right? So,
exactly.
Yeah. So it doesn't mean that other people can't join in. So other people are totally welcome to join if they want to. And we might actually have one other person that might be coming in. This is new news. She's from Jamaica. But we still haven't gotten confirmation. So, but as far as everyone's budget that's currently on the team, it's all approved through the dates are May 13th.
Yeah.
So from now until May 13th, everything is good to go. All right, keep going. Sorry, I'll just jump in there. What else did we talk about last week?
We were talking about, we discussed about our strengths, like what Isaac said, our strengths of each one and what we could do better for the team and for the client. So that's what we are going to start doing.
Like, for example, Ana Clara, she's the one who's checking on, she's like the timekeeping. She's and Nelly is helping Jay organizing all. She's gonna work with him on the recruiting and what was the other thing that you're gonna help Nelly? The
work tracking.
The work tracking, yes. So we pretty much talk about what we know and what we can do, what we know best, and we started from there. We split the tasks into, a bunch for Nelly, a bunch for Ana Clara, a bunch for Jay, a bunch for me. And now that you're back, and we're hopefully gonna get some of the tasks for you too.
Yeah, and the
You want
most
to check out other Word documents. And as you know, Jay is very good at taking notes, and he's the one who's been taking notes so far, like the real notes. I'm gonna sign up into, but his are really really good. So
Jay has been training us in taking notes and also in documentation and linking. It's been taking a while for some of us, like me, but we are doing it slowly,
Cool.
but we are doing it. Yes.
cool. So I think we're pretty good on updating Jorge. I just a couple other minor details here is that you should definitely look at the Andromeda Super Double Team doc. This has like all. I don't think right now is the best time, but maybe like in a little bit, we can. So, but I think you'd be very good at helping with the value tracking and the finances. Like you can do spreadsheets and stuff, right, Jorge?
Right.
Do you do spreadsheets?
So sorry.
Or do you work on spreadsheets, like Google spreadsheets?
Yeah, I can work on spreadsheets.
Cool. So yeah, you should be able to help out with the value tracking and finances, and I'm sure there'll be lots of other things. So we're gonna need to go, over your roles and responsibilities at some point. But right now it's just not the best time. So we're gonna put that in next steps. So do something that we do soon, and we also probably want to break out into some more buddy teams. So maybe we do that a little bit later. So maybe in like hopefully like 40 minutes or so. Okay, cool. So this is looking good. Any questions, Jorge?
Not so far.
All right, and the only other thing I had here is that our schedule right now is daily. So we all scheduled and agreed on meeting every day at the same time. So it's 2:00 p.m. America's time, Monday through Friday.
All right, yeah. I just managed to change the appointments, so right now I am able to get to the meeting on time.
Nice,
yeah.
Nice.
So
and
yes.
Jay, sorry.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if sorry. The thing is, this week I still have meetings planned around this time that I cannot move because the people that I'm meeting with, they have like really tight schedule. So I might be joining in late, like today. Not always. I may be able to change it though, but I just wanted to let you know that I'll probably be joining in late for probably Wednesday and Friday.
Cool. Yeah, that's not a problem. And like, the goal of scheduling is really just to like have a time so that it kind of helps us focus. But each individual can come and go as needed, and whoever does show up, it's like we're the ones who are going to move things forward. Does that make sense? And then, technically speaking, all of us all being and showing up at the same time every single day is sort of like it's almost better for me because I'm working like 10 hours a day, 15 hours a day to like break it up, and spread it out over other times, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's pros and cons to both. So there's no problem if somebody can't make the meeting. You just schedule for another time. And really, we only need to meet as like a whole group once a week, which is still Thursday. So Thursdays is the primary super team meeting. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So Thursdays. So that's when we like talk about like budgets and that kind of stuff. So I should even note that on the Andromeda double team doc. So Thursdays, this would be the primary Andromeda double team. And then we have weekly, so this would be our work sessions and buddy teams, our daily 2 p.m. Cool. Awesome. All right. So
maybe if you want, tomorrow we can meet at 3, if you want.
Well, remember,
if
that's hard for
better
Anacleta.
for Issac and for Jorge.
Yeah, but that's harder for Anacleta. I think we can just, if they come late, that's perfectly fine. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just come whenever you can. It's like open work session.
Okay.
Cool. So let's get back into the other updates that both Isaac and Jorge missed. So one is that I have a bunch of new positions. One is that don't have extra pay, but basically the new positions that I have, I should probably go over all of the positions. So Jay's positions with EXA. The EXA MO. MO stands for multi-organizational entity, right? And then we're a network, right? So networks are networks of entities, right? And organizations. So it's good to note that EXA is very large. They have lots of things going on. So I'm the EXA Incorporated Treasurer and Secretary. Secretary. So for the Econaut Partnership, I'm the Treasurer now. So this is the new position, and this means that I help oversee the it's like 200 to 300 Bitcoin budget. And then also, I have these new house, so the EXA House Treasurer and Occupancy Manager. So those are the new positions that I took on. The Treasurer of the partnership being the most exciting. And I still don't have access to all the Bitcoins, but basically that means that I'll be able to pay us directly when the African Community Network needs to get paid. So that's a good thing. From there, we're going to be focusing on value tracking. And we started going over it all. Basically, the first responsibility is called the weekly EXA core team contribution tracking. So this is a responsibility. Currently, Jay, Nelly, and Isaac would be involved in it, but it might involve Jorge as well. So basically, this needs to happen once a week, and we're going to go through it. We need a doc made for this, right? And every responsibility will be broken down. It'll be very clearly exactly what it is and the processes and systems. And I'll talk about processes and systems as well. This is also a next step training process.
The ones that we saw at the beginning, right? Like how we are going to do it, like from each person and send them the messages and everything, like the procedure for everyone.
That's the process and the system that we'd be going through.
Okay.
So it's and just so you guys know, systems can include multiple processes for a single goal, right? Whereas a process is like more of a segment or a fragment, and sometimes they're overlapping, sometimes not. So there could be many processes, but it's all part of a single system. And the system that we're creating here is to make sure that the responsibilities are one, to make sure that everybody fills out the form and sends the tracking data, right? And this is for weekly contribution tracking for EXA. The second is that we input the information into the value tracking ledger, and this is the weekly. And then the third is that we help coordinate the value squared for deliverables, and we'll go through that. We haven't gone through that yet. So does that sort of make sense as far as what we're talking about now? You guys have any questions or?
Yeah, sure. It's just we need to. In the part of tracking value, it's not so clear for me right now because.
Okay, well let's go back to just general value tracking. So if I open up the value tracking team doc over here, get rid of the team. This is the project. All right. So the purpose is. They're responsible for all aspects of value tracking related to tokens, equity, backpay, convertible notes, anything related to value distribution. So basically, value can be time. So value is equal to time. It's equal to a task, tasks, deliverables. It's also equal to money. So if you're like an investor, it's also equal to other forms of contribution. So this could be anything from your network to contacts to other forms of support. That sort of makes sense. And so our goal in tracking value tracking value is equal to documenting the contributions of team members and making sure we can issue tokens, right? Based on those contributions. And the end goal is to create what's called the master ledger. So the end goal is the master ledger, right? And we're not even gonna focus on that. That might be like 1 month off. So in 1 month, our goal would be to have a draft of the master ledger. In about 1 month.
Okay.
Cool. So, and then again, this is all for Exa, but we do this ourselves as well. And we'll get into that some more later today. So getting back to the responsibilities, we have 3 responsibilities. The first is just to make sure everyone fills out the form. So what we were just talking about, there's three, well, I guess technically there's 4. There's the simple contribution tracking form. In the simple contribution tracking form, like every Exa team member, which is not us, we're not Exa team members, so we don't have to fill out this form, would fill out the form once a week, right? And technically speaking, it's Friday to Thursday, so they fill out the form on Friday for the previous week of Friday through Thursday, okay? So then we can see the results at this link right here. So this is one of the 4 documents, spreadsheets that we're bringing. So this is the spreadsheet result from the weekly tracking form. Then we've used this one right here, the weekly tracking manual log, so we would look at that form, and I'll show you what it looks like real quick. So here's the form. It's got the date on the left. It has the name of the person, right? And then they say, you know, how much time and everything they put. So our first step is that we basically have this log. There's currently 20 people in the core team of Exa, including, or I guess there's 19, including myself. All right. So we need to make sure that every single one of these people fills out the tracking form or gives us the information of the work that they did every single week. All right. So basically on Friday, me and Isaac, right? And so this is basically, and this could be part of our system. This is our systems and processes. So this would be part of systems and processes. So on every Friday, Isaac and Jay are responsible for making sure the bot sends the announcement. This would be an automatic announcement that to fill out the form, right? And this is on Slack.
Yeah. By the way, Jorge, did you accept my invitation to Slack?
I think you did. Yeah.
Because I don't see him on the team.
Yes.
Let me just check.
Oh yeah, I see it now. So Joran.
Exactly.
Cool. Yeah, and we're not really using Slack too much, but it's just there in case people want to. And we'll deal with that more when we deal with our project management systems. But let's get back to the value tracking. So every Friday we do that. Every Monday we do the following. So this would be Nelly, and maybe Jorge if you want to help out, but
Sure.
question mark Jorge, right? So this might be something. So every Monday we would be doing the following. We look at the results of the form and tabulate who hasn't filled it out. Okay, so that's what this is, right? So we go through here. On Friday, did they fill out the form from the bot announcement? And these people did, yes. And these people did not, no. Okay, so then once we have this information, then on Monday, Jay and Isaac need to send out personal messages to each individual who doesn't fill out the doc, okay? So this is Mondays. And from here you have, okay, so now the people who did fill out the form, we don't need to worry about them, they did it. The people who didn't fill out the form, we need to send them a message, right? So these ones we haven't done yet, so we need to do that immediately right now. All these people need to get a direct message to remind them to fill out the form. And these ones I already sent. Of the ones I already sent, these people did fill out the form, and these two did not, right? So that's me and Isaac. And the reason me and Isaac are doing this is that we are on the Slack, right? So Isaac is, there's one other position I wanted to mention. This goes back to here. So internal SQN community network. I guess you could even call them Andromeda team positions. So the Ana Clara is the project manager. Jay is the project owner, and then Isaac is the EXA liaison. So this is the EXA project owner. Okay. So as the EXA liaison, Isaac is responsible for sending out these messages along with me because we're both on the Slack. And eventually in the future, other people might do that. So if Nelly and Jorge, you guys don't do this step Monday, mornings, then me and Isaac will just have to do it to complete our step. So if you guys don't do that, we're just gonna have to do it. Does that make sense? Because we require.
That should be done on Monday morning and send the messages, right?
Yeah, we would send the messages, and then you guys can, just do the tabulation forms. So.
Yeah.
So from there on Tuesdays, so every Tuesday, Nelly and maybe Jorge will figure out how we want to break this down. So then we would review the form again. So you look at the form again. We see who still hasn't
information. Yeah.
Filled it out, right? So then we would say from the message who didn't fill it out, and then we still would have people, and those people all get personal emails. Okay. And basically it's basically their name at etcsa.io, right? That's their email, and you guys can just send the email directly because you don't need to worry about the Slack from that. Okay. So then every Wednesday, if they don't do that, then Jay and Isaac, we will personally call and talk and try to talk and leave some type of voice message to each individual. Okay. So that's the process, and so we're just gonna bug the hell out of people until they fill out the damn form. They are required to fill it out. Say again.
Excel at bugging people.
Oh, perfect. Cool. So one person could obviously do all of this, but by breaking it out between all 3 or 4 of us, it just, it's a little more fun, and we kind of like go off each other, and it's just like, it'll be easy. We have plenty of other tasks to do so helping each other on this will be fun. So
yeah.
So does everyone understand like the general so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 processes, and the goal of the system. So the system goal is to get everyone to fill out the form. Okay. That's the system. Okay. So then the next one, and this would be for Isaac and Jay, is that once we have this done, right, and we need to do this now, we'll probably do this right now. We'll break up into buddy teams, right? So we have Isaac and Jay, and we have Jorge and Nelly, okay? So for this, me and Isaac still need to send these, need to send these messages. And so this needs to happen now. So Isaac and Jay need to finish sending the messages for today. All right, and then Jorge and Nelly, what you guys are going to help out on is this. So once we see all these people have filled out the form, the next step is, oh no, where'd it go? Body tracking and simple reporting. All right, well, let's open it again. So it's the weekly tracking manual log. Oh no, it's not that. We already have that. It's this one. No, I already have that. I guess they haven't made it yet. Huh. Let me just double check. Simple report. Okay, it doesn't exist. Right? So we're gonna make a new spreadsheet. Okay. And I think it's possible we have an old one already, but we're going to start fresh and anew. So weekly tracking log of work. I don't know, whatever. Weekly tracking log. Value tracking. Okay, so for this, it's basically the same thing. We take the list of all of the people on the form. So it's this one here. We take this whole list, copy, into here. So name, and then we have the week. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this right to here. So this is the weekly value tracking ledger. And this eventually will feed into the master ledger. Ledger. There we go. Okay, so and then here we would do. Oh, whoops. Ledger. So here, I like to usually freeze one column as well. So what was last week, right? So this is week of April. It'd be 14. No, 14th through 20th. 14th through 20th. And that's April. I think we could probably just, just go like that. April 14th through 20th, right? And this is super simple. We would basically just see the people who have filled out the form. And this is just Andrew. We don't need his last name. Eric. And Joel. So I go to the form itself. So Jay, right? Oh, this is a test. Eric. So Eric. Oh, that's so funny. We have all this crap. We don't need all of this. This is all below. Delete. Okay. How much time or value did you do? He says 15% / full time. Will be more implicated next week when I'm back in Montreal. Hamburg presentation. Blah, 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 blah. Follow-up white paper. Follow up on the white paper. Encounter with the Ford brothers. I don't know what that means. Okay, so 15% / full time. I don't know what the hell that means. I would I don't even know. What do you guys think? Should we put 15% or full time, or should we follow up with him? Maybe we need to follow up with him.
Let me just check.
Well, what do you guys think? I would say that we put 15% now, and then we write him a message and be like, what are you doing? Kind of find out more of what he's doing, because maybe he does deserve full time. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say. But we know he at least did 15%, right? So what I would put here is I would go up here and put 15%, right? And then I would go ahead and mark this as yellow, like you have a question about it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that 15% will be the time that which has been accomplished by that person on that time, on that specific date?
Yeah, on this week, he did 15%. So if they're doing 30 to 40 hour work weeks, like 30 times 0.15 would represent 5 hours of work that week.
Okay.
Right. The question is, did he really only work 5 hours that week? I would say possibly that's just not correct, because if you look at what he wrote, he's like, I'm in Hamburger. I'm doing a whole presentation. I'm working on the whiteboard, working on the stuff. I mean, he might be traveling, and some people just don't consider travel part of their work. And it's like, well, maybe it is, And he also probably has it mixed up with other things, but we're a network, so it's probably perfectly fine. So I would say there's a very good chance he's above 15%, but we might want to follow up with it. Okay, so then So from here, did anyone make the doc yet? We need someone to make a doc. So we need a doc called the Weekly Core Team Contribution Tracking, and this is a response system. This is a system. We need this doc, right? So then once we create that doc, on that doc we would like say, you know, next steps, right? And then we would add Eric for April, whatever. You know, did he work more than 15%? And think about how much money that would be worth, right? So people are getting paid like $6,000 a month. Divide that by 4. That's the difference between like, you know, a couple $100 and $1,000. So it's at least $1,000 difference, right? So it's a substantial amount of money. Okay, let's look at the easier one. J, full time, right? 100%. So we go to the tracking form right here, value tracking, and I write 100% done, right? And then we do Joel. Here's Joel. He says full time, right? And then I go over here and I say 100% done. Okay, so we want to go through the whole thing. Okay?
Okay.
So that, and let me link this, make sure it's linked. I think I linked it. Yeah, I linked it right here. Cool. So it's linked there. And then I'm also going to link that to the value tracking on here. Boom. And boom. Cool. So let's go ahead and split up into buddy teams, do a little work on this. And the other thing, just so you guys know, when you're going through this form, we're going to be talking about deliverables. So it says, please list deliverables, right? Hamburg presentation, this is a potential deliverable, right? If he documented this presentation, if there's a recording, if there's some sort of like evidence that it happened, that would be a deliverable that's valued. So we would mark that down as a deliverable. So basically what we need is a deliverables list and links. So this would be another spreadsheet. So we need to create another spreadsheet for that. And when someone writes down something like hamburger presentation, that would be a deliverable. Encounter with Flores brothers. This is not a deliverable. Talking to somebody, not a deliverable. Follow up with a white paper, not a deliverable. So we have to think about what's a deliverable, what's not. The white paper itself is a deliverable, but follow up on it is not. All right. So examples of a deliverable would be like, so he met with this person in Flores, right? The deliverable would be actual meeting notes, right? Or agenda and planning for the meeting, right? If they just meet and talk to somebody, that there's nothing that came out of it. There's no deliverable because nothing happened. There's no documentation. Right?
Relevant written information.
Yeah, it has to be documentable, some sort of link. You know, like a deliverable has to actually exist. Yeah, it can't just be an idea. So we have the whole new Operation Sprint team. We are the Operation Sprint team. It's the Andromeda Sprint team. We have our main doc. We have all that stuff. Very deliverable. Lots of documentations, easily linkable. So intakes, every person I intake. Very simple. Here, another example is this person actually put a link, right? So this link is now a deliverable. They delivered it. The question is, what is that link? You know, we'll figure it out. But we would take that link and we would link it to the deliverables lists. And we would link all the deliverables on the list. And I'll explain this a little later, but we're basically, this is part of step 3, is to help coordinate the value squared for the deliverables. So Nelly and Jorge, part of your responsibility would be to update the, let's get it correct here.
You haven't added me to Slack, by the way, on Exa.
I know, I asked though, I sent them your email, so we have to wait. So we update the weekly value tracking ledger, right? And then 2, update the value squared list of deliverables. Okay? So this one you need to create this spreadsheet and make sure you create it. Actually, I'm going to create it to put it in the Exa doc. So this, all the Exa stuff goes inside the Exa folder. So the way that this document's gonna work, oh no, what happened? It's weird. So in the Exa open folder, says I'm in the Excel open folder. New spreadsheet. Huh, that's weird. Anyways, it's obviously not making it into the folder or it wouldn't be private. So this is the value squared list of deliverables. Boom, boom, boom. Save. And this one's going to be very simple. It's just going to be their name, the topic of deliverable, maybe the link to the deliverable, and maybe a description. Description, and this can be optional, right? Optional. And then from here, we would put the value. Name of person who is deliverable. A value from original creator. Value 1. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So all you have to do is just basically write down the name of the person who did the deliverable and then the topic, and if there's a link, you can link it. Okay, does that make sense?
Okay, but should they publish the link so we actually can access to those?
Yeah, well, or we're gonna have to follow up on that, right? So if we look at the list, right? So here's the list. This person, this is Hadi, right? He gave us a whole list. This stuff's also on Asana. We'll have access to Asana later, but here's a whole bunch of docs of list of deliverables that he's done. So we want every single one of these links to be put into this value squared list of deliverables. Okay?
Got it.
All right.
Cool. All right. So what we're gonna do, and I know you haven't tried this out, Jorge, but we'll all be doing this a lot more often, is that we break up into buddy teams. So let me make sure that this gets linked properly, or you don't link it right away, then it disappears and you never find it, right? Okay, so this one here links list deliverables. Boom. Okay, so let me get the link to the other Hangout. So I think that should be in our drama double team, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't see it. So let's try here. Here it is. Okay. So these are our Hangout links. Put them at the top. Hangout links. As long as a double team, we only need 2, but eventually when we be a triple team, we'll need 3. All right, so we go to right now. So recording, Hangout links, Hangout links. And then I'm going to go to right where we are in the notes and do it again. All right, so these are our buddy teams. We've got Isaac and Jay. We're going to go to the secondary Hangout links. So it's going to be Isaac and Jay. And then Jorge and Nelly, you guys can stay here, okay?
Okay.
So are there any last questions before we break out into buddy teams?
Well, not so far because we haven't started. Right now I'm seeing the weekly value tracking ledger. So we actually would need the commitment, like the letters that you showed us, so we can actually see what is the percentage of time that everybody's putting on.
So that's this one here. You need all you basically need all of these to do this correctly. You guys need access to everything. Boom, there's all of it. So,
exactly.
So the first one's the results from the spreadsheet of the actual form. The second one is whether or not they filled out the form. The third one is the weekly value tracking ledger itself. And then the last one is the deliverable list for value squared. And again, value squared is when you're distributing value and you're distributing that value based on how you value something. If there's two types of value happening, so I call it value squared. So we're issuing value based on what people value it as opposed to the time that they took to actually work on it, okay? So I think that we're pretty clear here. We're gonna break up for, let's say, 15, 20 minutes. And at any time, if you guys run into a problem or get stuck, just Skype us. or jump over to the secondary hangout and we'll figure it out. And otherwise, we'll just jump back into the main hangout when me and Isaac are done with our breakout.
Okay.
Does that sound good, Nelly? Nelly, are you here? Is Nelly?
Nelly. She's still logged in. She's still connected.
Sure. Well, let's wait for Nelly to be back so we won't just leave Jorge hanging here by himself. So the other thing I'll mention is that when we break into 2 teams, right, and we want to be doing this quite frequently, and we're also going to be doing it in larger groups when we have our bigger meetings, including our global meetings, we want to practice recording and taking notes for both teams. So Jorge, I don't know if you can like record or find out. I
can take notes for my team.
Yeah, you can take notes, you can record, all that kind of stuff. So over time we'll get a better hang of it. But when we break up, we always are taking notes as our own little separate teams. Cool. So yeah, so let's see. Nelly, are you back? No, she disappeared. Let's see here if we can find it. Hey, Nelly, are you still here? We are about to break up into 2 buddy teams. And just to continue with some of the vocabulary, so vocabulary, a buddy team is equal to a team of 2 to 3 people. So it's 3 people max. Right, so maximum 3 people. A double team, which is what we are today, is equal to 2 buddy teams. So 2 buddy teams is equal to minimum of 4 people to 6 people. Right, and then you also have a triple team. Triple team is equal to 3 buddy teams, which is equal to 6 to 9 people. Right, and that's the largest triple team that you can get. After that, you have full teams, which is equal to 2 to 3 double, 2 to 3 double/triple teams, and that can be equal to up to
I got the invitation for X. I just didn't receive the email. I just double checked, and the invitation is here.
Oh, you have the invitation to get into the Slack?
Yes.
Awesome. That is perfect timing, isn't it?
Yep.
Nelly, are you back? No, she's not. So that's the vocabulary on that. Coolio. So I would suggest that, if Nelly doesn't come back, then we just stick it out as our own buddy team. This would be buddy team Jorge, Isaac, and Jay.
Okay.
And then we just start doing the work. So, me and Isaac can start chatting about actually, doing this. And
I just got the links from Nelly, the form, so I can set up the bot for them to receive that.
Oh, yeah. If you can help set up the bot right now, that would be great. I can do the messaging, right? And so remember that we want the bot for Thursday night. And I think again on Friday, like both Thursday and Friday, I think we should send it out twice, don't you?
Who's that? That's like a connection breakup.
Oh, I was saying that the bot should send out the reminder for both Thursday and Friday. I think there should be 2 reminders. Doesn't that sound good?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Cool. Awesome. Let's note that down here. So the bot is gonna send out once. Let's say let's have one be, it would be Thursday night. Let's say 9 p.m. America's time. And this is kind of because it's global. It's a global organization, so this is basically people who are in Europe for Friday morning, right? So it's their Friday morning, maybe even later, like 10 p.m. America's time. And then the second reminder will go out Friday on, 9 a.m. America's time. That sound good?
Sure.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and the goal is that it would be like the first thing they see when they wake up in the morning. All right, so, oh, and it goes, and just so you know, you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
So Isaac,
Yes, sir.
this goes into the main announcements doc. So, or the main announcements doc channel. This is the primary channel. If you check one channel, this is the one that you check. So this is the channel we want the bot to do the announcement on.
Okay.
Jay, I got a question. Are we having like full teams meetings, like 24, 27 people at a time?
Almost never. Yeah, like our policies. So basically, a full team is just a vocabulary term. So full team is technically can be up to 27 people. If you have 3 triple teams, that would be 3 sets of up to 9 people if all those triple teams were full. And that would be 22 people. But our policy is that our meetings our live meetings are never larger than about 10 people, right? So we always try to keep our meetings less than 10 people. You know, really max is about 15. So at 15, you break into 2 groups, you know, of 1 to 7 and other of like 5 to 7 people.
And what kind of platform is usually used for this kind of meetings?
This will be like all different types of platforms. We use like conference calls, Hangouts, you know, and we have other forms of communication. In our global meetings, the way that it's going to work is we have like large numbers of people, which usually we don't have meetings that big at all because we're in pre-launch. We would want people on different platforms. For example, some people won't even be able to audio connect. They're in places in the world, their internet doesn't work very well. They would just have their meeting with typing. Other people, you know, maybe they can't do the video conferencing, and some people want to be in a video conference. So we allow different groups. Like let's say you have, you know, 5 different groups of 10. Each one of those can be on a different platform. You have 5 different platforms that are all actively going based on the preference for different types of people and what they want. Oh, Nelly's internet is down. Bummer. No worries though. No worries though. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so that's kind of a side thing where we can talk more about that in the future. But just so you can see our calendar, like if you go to the Andromeda schedule, the #1 meeting, if there's only 1 meetings that you go to, the global natural cycle sessions are the most important sessions if you want to attend them. And so the next, the next big one, and you can go to our website. So if you go to unitynet.info and you click on calendars, and we go to America's time, 6, you can see all of the sessions. So this week we have the new moon session is the next global session that's going to happen, which is early Wednesday morning. And we should actually put that on our next steps for today if we get to it. So this would be next steps, new moon session. And then the one after that, I believe, is next week. There's a Mercury session at 7 a.m. on Saturday. Both of those are very, very small. You know, I don't even know if they're going to happen. There's a full moon session. All of our global sessions all happen at natural time cycles. But the next big one that actually is like an important one, which is what we call primary planetary sessions. So the primary planetary sessions starts, you know, not with Mercury, but with Venus. And that is Venus. So the Venus asynchronous session starts there. So it's June 6th. No, June 12th. So on June 12th, this is the next like large session that we're going to be doing outreach for, try to get like people from the public to actually join us for the Venus session. And sometimes we even do community elections there. Well, we'll talk about that later, okay? But that would be the next like big session. Cool. So let's get back to getting this work done. So Isaac, you are going to be
Hi, sorry.
Oh, look at that. You're back.
Yeah, sorry, my internet went down for a while.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good. We were just sort of stalling and going through some vocabulary and training and all that kind of good jazzy jazz. So wait, I think we're ready to break up now. So we're gonna break up into 2 buddy teams. It's gonna be Nelly and Jorge. You guys are gonna stay here and work on updating the weekly value tracking ledger and the value squared list of deliverables. I'll just do one list of these deliverables just so you get the example on that. I already did the example for the value tracking. So if I go to the list of the reporting, let's do one easy one right here. So this is Pecco. No, it's not Pecco. It's Joel. So Joel says he did some work, and then here it says he has this deliverable. We don't even know what it is. We haven't looked at it. Who really cares? I don't think it really matters that much to look at it right away. Right now, we just want to get it in here. So we write Joel, right? Then we'd say the topic. We don't know what the topic is because we didn't look at it. And then we paste the link. Done. That's it. That's really all we need to do. You know, I put a space here so that it kind of cuts it off. So then if we did look at the link, we could give it a name. We'd be like, okay, this is what it is. We could give it a name. We could even describe it a little bit, right? And then eventually we're going to want to ask Joel, how much value do you think this is worth? And this would be Joel's response. And then this would be person number 1. So this could be me or you or whoever. We would say, well, we either agree with you or we don't agree with you. Person number 2. And so eventually what you're going to end up with here is you're going to end up with, like, you know, 2, 3, 4 people all saying either we agree with the value the original person said, or we think it's a different value, and you would have an average, and basically you would have a range of what the value would be, and then eventually you would have agreement on it. Or this person would have no value, they'd never put anything, and we value it for them, and then issue value to them, okay? So that's how the whole...
Okay, where's the link to the long list so we can start working on the value square?
It's right here. So there's the spreadsheet results form and the weekly tracking manual log.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all in the notes here. And again, I'm asking this for the 4th time. Somebody needs to take responsibility to create a doc. And really, we could even someone could take responsibility for this entire system. It'll be me, regardless. But what I just need someone to create a doc. You guys want me to go through doc creation and linking again? I can do the training again if you want.
Sorry, what's that? Okay.
Do you guys want me to do how to create a document and how to link it? Or does someone want to volunteer to make this doc?
I can create it for you.
Okay, Isaac, cool. So Isaac, you're gonna make this doc.
Yeah.
This doc is gonna be very important because it's gonna oversee this whole system, right? And we're gonna copy all this information into it, including all the links. It's gonna have the links of all these processes for each day, what's happening every day, so that everyone can see it. And then we're gonna link this to everybody's main doc, so that when you are wondering what you're supposed to be doing, you will see it in there and you'll be able to link directly to it. Okay? Cool. All right, so let's split up. Jorge and Nelly, you guys stay here and work on the updating all these spreadsheets, and then me and Isaac, we're gonna jump into the secondary handout links. Okay.
So just let me be sure we are going to update the weekly. Hold on. Yeah, the weekly value tracking ledger.
Yes. And the value squared list of deliverables.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Great. All right. Awesome. Me and Isaac will be back soon. Maybe like 10 minutes. All right. Ciao.
What's the secondary link?
Oh, here, I'll link it for you. I'll send it to you, Isaac.
Oh, I have it here.
You have it? You found it?
I just didn't have the...
It was in the notes.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm out of here.
Hey, Isaac, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. All I love buddy teams. It's just like so much mellow. Like you get in a group of 4 people and it's already intense, you know. And you get into a smaller group and it's like.
You have to go.
Hold on.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, it's me.
Oh, Isaac, yeah, you gotta delete. Yeah, close the other one.
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, it's closed. No.
All right, we're good.
See you.
That was so cute. That's funny. All right, so I'm gonna just add to our notes here and say, buddy team Jay and Isaac. All right. So our priorities are 1, to do the bot, 2, to send all the messages, and so this is Jay, this is you. So I think we're pretty good as far as like what we need to do, right?
Yeah, it's for every Thursday, right?
Yeah, and we actually have 2 times, so it's going to be Thursday at 10 p.m. America's time, and that's for people waking up in Europe. So when they wake up in Europe, it's already Friday morning for them.
Okay, can you do me a favor and ask them to add me on the Pupper channel, because I just have access to the kitchen one, which I think it's like.
Well, I might be able to do that. Let's see if I can do that. So if I go here, although maybe I can't. So it says, so I click on member list, pinned items, members, shared files, notification preference, channel pinned items. So do you think it's not, maybe it's like, you think it's not possible for me to add somebody? Huh. Channel settings. Jump to date, invite team members to join. Here we go. So this is going to be Isaac Mateus?
Matos, yes.
Matos. Okay.
Like Matthews?
Matthews, okay.
Yeah. Or Mathus.
Mathus. All right. So did it work or what?
Let me see.
Oh yeah, there you go. I see you. You're in there.
Yep.
Awesome.
Okay, so I'm gonna set up a reminder.
Yeah.
And
remember, you wanted to say some stuff. Like you can see here, the last one that I sent here. Let's see, when did I send it? Executive team. So this would be. I wonder what day that was.
The way this works is that, Slack checks on your time zone. So if I set up 10 p.m. on Thursday, people from London, for example, are gonna receive that. I'm gonna receive the link on Thursday at 10 p.m., not 5 a.m. So I have set it up at 5 a.m.
So it works on your time zone. So if it works on your time zone, then we can just set up one that would just be for basically 9 a.m. on Friday, and then it'll do it all across the world based on people's time zones.
Yeah.
Because the goal is to have it go out Friday morning.
Okay.
Right? So let's just set it out for Friday at 9 a.m. and then it'll be global, right?
Yes.
All time zones across the world. Nice. So the other thing that you said you were going to do is to create the systems doc.
I'm finished with this one.
Yeah.
Wait, yes.
And you have the link to the reporting form, right? Because that's what the bot's going to do. It's gonna send the link, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And it's this link right here. So, oh no, it's not the simple reporting form. It's the simple tracking form. This is so weird.
So right now, everyone who has access to the announcement doc to do.
But it shouldn't be a. Oh wait, it's a form.
Is it like this? Do you want me to switch it?
Well, I just want to make sure it's the correct form. Let's see.
Yeah.
It goes. Oh yeah, simple tracking form. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, let me just.
Will it set up? Would it set up a Would it have like a little message with the reminder, or it just sends the link?
No wait. Let me just. Yeah, I forgot to add the text. When I cancel it, when I create a new one.
Okay.
Okay.
You can't edit it. You don't think it's editable?
Don't worry. It's remind. It doesn't take much time.
Okay.
Wait, what text do you want
Wait
me
a
to
second.
say?
Why does it say? Are you doing this in the FQN community network?
Isn't this for the FQN community network?
No.
No, I mean, so that's correct. I'm doing it for Issac.
That's so weird. Why does it show up in both? It looks like you practiced in the FQN community network.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure. No, that's different. I
Okay.
just wanted to check to make sure that it was working.
Okay,
so I did it for some hours, then.
Yeah, you did it. You did a practice run. Okay, cool.
Yeah. What do you want me to set as a text? As a notification.
How long can it be? Does it need to be really short?
It doesn't really have like a max length, but I'd recommend it to be short.
Okay, well here I'm in our notes right now. And this is what I said last time. I said, hey, everyone channel, we are starting to do weekly contribution tracking so that we can get people tokens and stipends. This is not reporting, blah, 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 blah. This will happen every week starting now. Yeah, that's not what we want to say. We want to say reminder. So
make sure to fill out form.
Reminder, please spend a minute to complete the weekly contribution tracking form so that we can get you tokens and funds.
What?
Thank you.
So that we can what?
So I have here, can you see the document that we're taking notes on?
Oh my god, sorry. I keep forgetting about this. Second.
All right, I can Slack this to you as well. I can Slack it.
Yeah, please. You send me the link for our meeting?
Yeah, it's also linked to our Andromeda team.
Yes, I'm still getting to.
Notes for today as well.
Yes.
We want the. Here's the link. So link to notes for now.
Where did you send the link? Oh, Slack, right?
Yeah, I Slacked you. And I also, this is what I wrote. I said, reminder, please spend a minute to complete the weekly contribution tracking form so that we can get you tokens and funds. Thank you. Doesn't that sound good?
Text.
That's pretty simple, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't see the link that you sent. I mean, the link. I don't see it anywhere. Not on Skype, not on Slack.
What link? The link to our buddy meeting minutes?
Yeah.
I just Slacked it to you.
I see it now. Oh, it took a time.
It's taking its sweet time, huh?
Here now.
Cool.
Okay.
And it also we typically use like the short link. It looks nicer if it's possible to use the short link.
Yep.
You know, the short link. Short link.
You're right.
All right, so I'm gonna start sending more of these reminders. Let's see here. Who is still evil? All right, here we go. So Karina.
There you go. There we go.
What is the image?
Oh, just like proof of work. Like,
how do you? Oh, this is something you would want to put into the meeting notes directly, so that it's for everybody. How do you? I don't even know how to access the image from Slack. I mean, from Skype. No idea. So if you could just drag it directly into the meeting notes, either yours or mine, this would be great. But I mean, I just don't know how to get it off of the Skype.
Okay.
Cool.
No, it's not like you need it though. I just.
Oh no, but it's good. Like we want the more documentations, the better, because it builds value. It creates value. So I pick screenshots and put them in the notes all the time. So you just pop it right into the notes. Just drag and drop it into a Google Doc. It's really easy. Yeah. And I would love to see it if I could.
Okay. I right. Misspell my name. Oh, okay. There you go.
Nelly has a question. Okay. Do you want to write it here or shall I? Or okay, so I got that one done. So now I can go to here. Oop. There it is. So Karina. Yes. Okay, so hey Isaac, they're asking me. I'm being summoned back to the other hangout. We should probably go together, but
Okay.
I'm gonna go over back to the other hangout and then come back here to this one afterwards. Okay.
Okay. By the way,
actually,
the picture is on my notes.
I'm actually gonna stay in this hangout. Okay, so I'll be in both.
Just good. Oh no. You know what? It's okay.
Hey Nelly.
Hey Jay. We have a question.
Okay.
Jorge, could you please share your screen and tell EA about our doubt?
Okay, done. There you go. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
I can see it.
I don't know why I can't see it. Maybe I'm just I have too much going on. Give it a minute. My memory is not happy. Oh wait, maybe it's because I'm sharing my screen already in the other one. So oh no, it says it stopped. Yeah. I don't know. I can't see your screen for some reason.
Okay, one question. The thing is that we were checking the documents with Nelly, and on the simple reporting form, we have only like 2 links. Oh, okay, no, they're different links. We have some links here, so we have to paste every single one of those links to the weekly. No, wait. To the value square list of deliverables. Yeah. But the thing is that we don't have like every single one's links.
Yeah, some people don't
for example,
have links. So
we have a lot of links from Harry.
Yeah.
We don't have links from, for example, Axeli or Andrew.
Yeah.
So we only.
So the first thing I would say is that
for Pecco. So people who doesn't have any links, we just don't paste it over there, right?
Yeah. So the first thing I would say is that value tracking in general is very complicated. So it's a very complicated thing because it's valuing whether or not something's even a deliverable and valuing how much value it should even be. And one person thinks it's valued one level, and another person thinks it's another. It's very complicated, right? So let's so Hare is very simple. So Hare has these links, right? So he worked 100% time. He did a lot of work, and he has all these links. So each one of these 5 links will be its own line in the value squared list of deliverables, right? Because each one of these is an individual deliverable. So so from here, that one's pretty simple. We don't even know what those link to, but it's a good start, right? So, and eventually we're going to need to find out what all those links are and figure out how that works. So if we look at Axeli, for example, he says the ICO production focus and priorities. So I actually know what,
no link.
Yeah, but I do know what that is, so I can find the link for that. So the ICO production timeline, it's actually a timeline, right, of focus and priorities. So that you would just put as a deliverable without the link. So this would be the name, or what's called the topic of the deliverable, right? So this would be names topic / name of the deliverable.
Okay.
And then that doesn't have a link, but that's okay, right? If it doesn't have a link, we have to find the link eventually, right? It's like every deliverable needs to have a link so that you can value it, right? So the list of the deliverables is a whole nother process and system in of itself, right? But we're just getting it started. It's kind of like step 1. It's just kind of at least beginning to take the data and information from the weekly input and putting it into there. So another example, the Hamburg presentation that Eric did is certainly a deliverable, but there would need to be some sort of recording or some sort of like keynote presentation, or a PowerPoint presentation that he could link to. And then again, the encounter with Flores Brothers is not a deliverable, and follow up on the white paper is also not a deliverable. So in that context, it's just like we have to sort of value what we value as a deliverable and what we don't value as a deliverable. So it's partly a decision-making mechanism,
Okay, one more thing, Jay. And on that spreadsheet on simple reporting form, there are, for example, different dates. So we have, for example, April the 21st, most of them, and 3 of them are April the 24th, so today. So are they all going on the same column? Because it's like the report for every single week. So we will be reporting today, Monday, what happened on the past week from Axeli, Terry, and Andrew.
Yes. So the reason why they're doing it on Monday is because they didn't do it on Friday, right? And then we sent them the reminder message today, and then they finally did it, right? So the next form won't go out again until Friday the 28th. So anyone that comes after Friday the 28th will be for this week instead of last week, right? So what also will happen is that it is technically possible for somebody to do a previous week, like they missed a couple weeks, they could go back and fill out the form multiple times. So in the other comments and questions, concerns, ideas column, this is column E here, they would need to put which week. So they need to clarify which week they're talking about if they're not talking about the week based on the date that they are doing the form. And we can always double check with them personally if there's a question about it.
All right, and so I will report in all of them on the same column because I can see, let's see.
So right now we're only working with this 1 week, and the week is April 14th through 20th.
Okay.
And you know, for anyone who's not there, I mean, we want to make it yellow or red, like highlight, be like, we're missing information. We need to find it, you know?
All right, and one more thing. For example, we have Laura here. She has 70% ICO comms, and branding 20% investor meetings and 10% white paper. So overall will be 100%, but I don't know because if I want to report it here, so should I just place 100% because just like discriminating every single one of them?
Well, it's good that she's breaking it down because that's what people are supposed to do. What I would say is that I would write 100% and then in parentheses the whole thing of everything that she wrote, and so it's all there.
Okay.
Yeah, but generally speaking, it's technically 100%, right? So, you know, how we want to deal with the breakdown of what she actually spent her time on, it's very similar to how we do our value tracking. Our value tracking, right? For example, you know, I'm taking notes for this meeting, so I'm getting 2 hours of note-taking value, right? You guys are now working on these spreadsheets. You guys are going to get like an hour of spreadsheet time. They're working on all this spreadsheets and value tracking, right? You know, me and Isaac are doing this, you know, Excel liaisoning with the messaging. So anyways, the type of work that you do actually creates, goes into the type of value that you're going to get issued. So it's important to track that information. So I think that the more you can include, the better. You know.
All right. So the people which is not submitted the form, I'm just gonna place a yellow color in front of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And anyone else who have questions about, like Eric, right? So we're like, is he full-time? Is he part-time? What's going on there? We can even put the whole thing here. It's like 15% / full-time. And what does that mean? Right?
Okay. We'll just finish that then.
Awesome. All right. I'm going to keep doing the messaging. Good work. We'll be right back. Probably need another like
Thank you.
5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
No problem. Ciao.
All right.
Awesome. That was great. I'm back, Isaac.
Hey.
All right. So now, I sent the one to Karina. Who is next? All right. Well, Karina is a yes. Anna.
Are you sharing the screen with me? No, right?
No. Do you want me to share my screen?
That's okay. If you want.
Here, I got it. Let's see. Oh, no, it's not working. Oh, well.
Question: the Exact contribution, does that have to be a spreadsheet or document?
For the system, it's going to be a doc.
Okay.
Yes, this is going to be a doc, and then we want to copy over all the information from our notes from today, so that it's all in there, like what happens on each day, who's responsible for what processes within the system. Yeah, we want all that to be in the index. So basically, we're creating an index for this specific system and goals. Yeah.
One second. I'm free again.
Okay.
Okay, so I linked the document to the team notes.
Nice. And we're also going to want to link it to the actual team doc, like the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the link. Okay. Okay. So I have a question here. I think I lost. A little bit lost. This document is for Excel, right? It's not for us.
No, this document's for us.
Okay, never mind that.
Because this is our internal system for how we support the client.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Marketing main doc, right? Okay, what else are we gonna do?
Did you copy all the information into the doc and link it to the Andromeda Super Team doc?
Oh no, sorry. Okay. Fine.
What file?
The America's first team doc. That's the one you want me to copy, right?
Yeah, just right at the top. So it'd be the Andromeda double team doc is at the top of our current meeting notes. And technically your notes would come down to here.
Oh, okay.
Right before, they even could go lower than that. Okay, great.
Copy this. like a bit of information here. So what's the main point for this document?
So the document that you just created? Cool. So this is the document, and it's called the Weekly Exit Core Team Contribution Tracking Systems Doc. And technically this is for the Andromeda team, right? This is like, for our systems. Or you could say FQN Network Andromeda team. So then you wanna talk about our responsibilities. You wanna have the 3 responsibilities. We wanna have all the links to all the information. So we need the links to, who's responsible for what, as well as the schedule. So this would be what happens on Friday, what happens on Monday, what happens on Tuesday, what happens on Wednesday, right? So we want everything linked in, but put more in, then I can come through and delete things if you're worried about what to include or not, okay? It's better to put more than to miss something, and we can delete stuff that's extra.
Okay, but aren't we supposed to add here what we are going to do, like for like our current responsibilities, not just like what we have been, not guessing, but how do you say it? Like right now, so far, all up to this point, we are like, I know that I have to that Nelly and I have some specific tasks, but what about Jorge in this case? Like
Jorge and Nelly are working on a bunch of stuff here. So Jorge and Nelly are dealing with updating.
You told me about here. We're going to have the responsibilities and tracking what everyone's doing, right? Basically.
Yeah. So can you see my screen? You can't see my screen. Here, let me try again.
If you want, you can share your screen so you can explain it better.
I don't know why doesn't my screen share. Why is that sharing? Yeah, let me try logging back in. One sec. No, nothing. I don't know why my screen's not sharing. Here, go to you can try this link right here. If you go to the top of our meeting notes, there's the live YouTube broadcast.
Give me 1 second.
Here, I'll put it right here in the chat window.
I have it.
Yeah, that should have my screen. You might have to mute it though. We might get an echo. I could mute. You gotta mute so you can't hear.
I'm muted.
There we go. That's better.
Hold on. This app couldn't open because it didn't provide the required information. Oh wait, I see your screen. I can see your screen.
You can see my screen?
Yeah.
I can hear you, but are you in? Where are you? Are you in the conference call? Are you in the Hangout?
Yep.
Crazy. Cool. Awesome. All right. So you're on. You see me on the YouTube, and you can hear me on the Hangout.
I'm on the live feed, I think.
Nice. Very, very cool. All right. So what we were talking about here was just this. So all of this, see, this has all the links of what Jorge and Nelly are going to work out, and what we're working on here. This is some Buddy Team stuff. And this right here, it talks about what needs to happen every Friday, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday. Right? So that all needs to be in the doc.
Oh, okay. I got you. I got the wrong idea.
The value tracking, the purpose, what is value tracking is helpful. We're going to want to have all of these information, like getting all the links to everything, what our primary responsibilities are, right? I mean, it's basically just this system, this one system of this one task we're doing for value tracking, right? And this is just the weekly value contribution tracking of the EXA team.
Okay.
Cool. So then in the future, when we need to go through these processes every single week, instead of looking up these meeting minutes on this random day of Monday, April 24th to find all the links information, we can just go straight to that doc. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So what we did, I mean, what had to be done and what's been done so far, right? So that we don't have to look everything under every minute that we create, right?
Yeah. And then we want to link that doc, that systems doc, directly to our Andromeda team doc, right? The super team doc. So that's just going to be helpful because we're going to be looking at that every single week and coordinating between you know 3 to 4 people who are all dealing with that system. So on Monday, if someone's sick on Monday, we just have to do everything needs to be done on Monday.
Sorry that I interrupt you. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
I'm already thinking of building something like a system for us, so we can track all this information. That we don't have, that we create all the documents automatically. But under like managing system. Trying to build like the chat we were talking about, like the chat room, or something a little bit more complex. A way to do it in like Slack, for example, so to speak, but with all the document tracking and everything on its own for a website, and that only us have access, and that we could use.
The whole goal is that it's accessible to everybody. We want it to be
exactly
open.
That's what I'm looking for. Started thinking of it on Friday. Of course, I didn't work on it much, but I'm gonna make sure to work on it. This upcoming weeks, so I can find a way. Yeah, platform to.
Yeah, just do that on the side. I mean, that's a kind of ongoing thing that's going to be happening forever. We're always going to be getting better and better ways of documenting and all the links, and basically the overall concept of it is an online virtual office filing system, right? That's what we're creating. It's like, how do you create an online virtual office automated filing system so that it automatically files things and organizes it? It'd be amazing. So, that potentially could be proprietary. Maybe you could make a bunch of money on it. Who knows? So, but let's not focus on that for now. I put it in next steps so we can come back to it.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So let's see here.
Okay, so I got it wrong.
So I think what we need to do right now, I think we need to actually wrap up because I think we're at time.
Okay.
Aren't we at time? Because I have 3:30.
Yeah.
And
wait.
Yeah, we can wrap up. Okay, let's go back to the other hangout. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Hey guys.
Hey Jay.
Cool. Good work, dude. That's awesome that you guys are done. I did not finish. So I will finish afterwards, but I think it's about time to wrap up, right?
Yes.
Cool. So just to give some context here before we check out, this is one task of just one component of value tracking, right? So it's the, and this is just one system. But now that we know this system, not only can you guys do it, we can train other people to do it, right? And it's every single week, nonstop forever, right? It's just always going to be happening, that we're going to need to make sure every person has tracked their hours and make sure that it's added to the value tracking, or it might be temporary for a certain amount of time, but as long as we have this contract with EXA, this always needs to happen. So it's exciting. And for example, let's say someone's sick on Monday, or just doesn't follow through. It's like, all four of us are responsible to make the tasks that need to be done by Monday to complete them. So if someone else doesn't do it, we're just jump in and get it done what you can. Okay?
Okay.
Right. I would like you to take a look at what we just did, and if you want some feedback, if you have some feedback for us, one more time.
Yes.
You want me to take a look right now?
Well, not right now.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you can do it later.
Okay, yeah, and we'll check in again tomorrow at the same time, right? So I think we're good. And me and Isaac were chatting about some stuff. We got the document together. So there's this new doc. Wait, here, let me see if I can share my screen here. Share screen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's gonna let me. Okay. So here's my screen. So we put this new doc together that Isaac just set up, and so this document will be linked directly to our Andromeda Super Double Team doc, and we'll put it right here. So this is our systems and process docs, right? So systems and processes are basically things that are ongoing and happen regularly. And this is the weekly EXA core team contribution tracking system. Okay, so you click on here.
Okay.
I'm gonna click on here. I need permission, Isaac. Dun dun dun. I love it so much.
Isaac.
I hate that, Isaac.
All right, I'm in. I'm good. Oh no, this is for everybody. Okay, so we know we don't need all of this. This is for everybody.
Okay, so just the last part.
Core team contribution tracking. So this is for everybody. This is actually already in our main doc. More responsibilities, other tasks, other blah blah blah. So this is just all the stuff from our main doc. So that's already in our main doc. So we don't need to worry about all that.
Okay.
Oh no, it says I'm view only. You gotta make everybody can edit.
Told you that guy is annoying.
So I can't edit. Did you make this in the Americas folder?
It is actually made so you can edit.
Oh, let me just try to redo here. All right, there you go. Now I should be able to edit. Okay, so all of this is already in our main doc. You can see all that in our main doc. All of it. Okay, so this is what's not in the main doc. So this will go over for, in the title of this particular doc is the weekly core team contribution tracking systems. So that's good. All right. Sweet. All right, so here we have who. So this is basically Jay, Isaac, Nelly, Jorge, right? And we can even put little descriptions on who's supposed to do what to just kind of give like an overview, right? And then eventually we put some of this information directly onto, you want to link this doc directly to your personal main doc so that you have it. So it says this is what people are supposed to do on Fridays. This is what we do every Monday. This is what we do every Tuesday. And this is what we do every Wednesday. Okay?
Yes.
And then on here it also has all of the links. So here's all the links that you would need. And this isn't just for you, we all need those links. And then the messages is on Slack, so this would be on Slack. Cool, so that pretty much is all there. So now everything is here that you would need. The only other thing that we might want to add to this that's not here was a little information about, what is value tracking? How does value tracking work? What is the end goal? That might be kind of helpful. We'll throw that in there just to have it. So this basically, and for every system, every time you do something, we'll have a document that'll explain it so you know what you're supposed to do. You have all the links that you need, et cetera, et cetera. And the only other thing here is that typically with all these docs, we always want to link back to our Andromeda double team. And then it's perfect. Boom. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just really briefly review what we didn't cover today. And then this will be part of what we're going to do tomorrow. So other priorities. So we covered current value tracking, right? So this is basically done now, right? We're going to want to review it tomorrow just to make sure where we are in the system. And then we're going to start looking at past, we did value squared. We did this as well. Wow, done. We did 2 things. Done. So then the next one is the past value. All of this there's a little bit more to this process, but we can wait on it. So then there's the past value tracking, so this is everything in the past. So this is current is now into the future, right? But what about last month, right? So this would be like last month and last year, right? So there's past value tracking we need to deal with. And then I have all my priorities and dump team setup. So we're going to go through our own processes and systems in our own value tracking and equity spreadsheets and deliverables. And then for next steps, there's the moon session. If people want to attend that, let me know. Processes and systems, Jorge, roles, responsibilities.
It's Wednesday, right?
Yeah. I think I already invited you, didn't I?
Yes.
Wednesday noon. It's 5 a.m. for me. It's like, oh my goodness. I'm just a participant. So I've invited Nelly. Does anyone else want to come? No worries. All right. So let's check out. Are you guys ready to check out? Any last questions before we check out?
No, I think we just covered like what you just said, and we are learning on the go, which is good because we are all actually working, not wasting, not training time.
We'll see about all the training that we did is that, right now we're working for our client, which is good because then it help us bring in money, right? And during the training, we were working for us. I mean, we were still working. It was just like for our internal systems, for our team. So both are equally important. And the more everything we do for our client, we also need to do for us. And one example of that is these deliverables. So if you just go back really quickly to the deliverables list and links, or you don't need to go back to it, but think back to it in your mind. Everything that we are doing, we're creating deliverables for our client, and we're going to need to document them and link them and then present all these deliverables to our client so that we can get the value in tokens and build value so that we can, get people paid even more, right? So we just have to remembering that we need to do this for ourselves as well. Yeah, cool. All right, I'm going to start checking out. Yeah, this is excellent. I'm just extremely excited and delighted that you are here, Jorge. We missed you. We were like, where's Jorge? So it's just awesome that you're here. And I thought today was really exciting. We spent a week doing training. I think that's why, Jorge, you weren't here last week, is you didn't want to do the training. You're like, I'm going to skip the training and just go right into the actual work.
No. No, it was not like that because I mean, training is good because you actually land on what you have to do.
Yeah.
But it was not up to me. I wish I didn't have to get my face like that.
Oh my God, what a nightmare, man. It's a disaster.
What happened to you? You had an accident?
Yeah, a dog bite my face like twice because I was trying to defend my dogs.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, that's dangerous stuff, man. Those dogs that can be out of control.
I would do the same.
Yeah.
I would do the same thing for my Mr. Cagon.
Nice. All right, so just to finish checking out for me, I definitely want to go for a walk today, get some downtime, but I will be back at work later, and I will send you a message later on, Nelly, in case you're still available, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Who wants to check out next?
Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is just I don't know, watch a movie or something. I think the meeting today was very good because we are getting into business with the client stuff. So I'm very excited about that. So thank you for that.
Great. Jorge?
Well, actually, right now I'm just gonna keep working on some translators. I have to finish, and I think I'm gonna walk up my dogs as well, and wait for my girlfriend to arrive.
Cool. All right, and Isaac.
Well, I like the way the meeting went. I got lost a bit in some of the stuff. They have some troubles because connection gets cut off sometimes, but overall I liked it. It felt good that I finally got to do something regarding Exa, although it was just a simple bot setup. It was good. And right now I'm looking forward. You're gonna laugh at this. I'm looking forward to go make some food because I'm hungry. This is about the time I eat. Don't judge me. I swear to God, I eat breakfast around 10, then I eat around 4.
Okay.
3. And I think today I'm gonna take the next, the rest of the day off and play some Xbox or something.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. Cool. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Thank you so much. Oh, and
Okay, see you tomorrow.
remember to track your
Bye.
hours, dude. All right. Ciao. Bye.